Yeah, joint cut off, man. You gotta stay like in past videos, man. That's why every time. Yeah, but what I was saying, I don't know when it shut off, but I'ma say, yeah, the once I told the brother that in the inbox that son is a Christian, because you know he was always talking about I was copying from him and all this and all that. So I was like, really? I'm like, so you said that melanin is a conductor and it serves as a bridge which allow spirits to occupy this dimension by way of incorporating themselves in advanced animal vessels. Now he's running around with the advanced animal. He was never saying that before, but yeah, shout out to him, man, for jumping on that wagon. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I was hitting him with that. Then he hit me back. Well, I didn't say you copied everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, ain't nobody copied nothing, son. I observe. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is everybody is using something from everybody. See, when people try to place themselves in this category that they don't get anything from anybody, period, that's the ego. Because the ego always wants to be the one who basically wants to stand out from a description that it doesn't need anybody. It does everything by itself. That's the ego, man. What the hell are you talking about, man? From the as I broke down in past videos, from the moment energy comes in contact with energy, energy is learning from that energy. That's how energy works. It's being influenced. When the energy is being influenced by energy, that's a sign that the energy is learning. That's a sign that the energy is being affected. When energy is being affected by energy, it is learning. That's a form of a translation happening. A communication is happening right there. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say that you're living on a planet Earth, you know what I'm saying, and you around all of these things, and you basically saying that none of these things is affecting you, but here you dressing like everybody else, using the language that everybody else is using, but you get your own thoughts and your own ideas. Man, stop it. That's the ego, man. And once you analyze that to a T, you begin to see how foolish it is. But yeah, I was like, yo, I went to the sun. I'm like, I tell y'all in the videos, y'all could go there too, but you can't go there. I remember somebody asked me how I went to the spirit world. Did I go there in my body? No, you can't go to the spirit world in your body. You know what I'm saying? Only, well, I ain't gonna say only, I was gonna say only low frequency entities could go to the spirit world. You have to go in the spirit world in your natural form. I'm just put it like that. You have a lot of low frequency entities or light, this is called what it is, spirits and souls, that's trapped there because they vibrate on a frequency that's in parallel with the spirit world. You have to vibrate on a frequency that exceeds the spiritual realm vibration in order to get out of it. See, a lot of them can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They vibrating too low. You know what I mean? So you go to the spirit world when you come out your body, basically. You could go there when you come out your body. Same way how you go, well, I ain't gonna say the same way how you go to the sun, because in order for you to go to the sun, it's sort of like these special clubs that they have set up on this planet that members only could get up in there. Like these secret societies that have, or so-called secret societies, you know what I'm saying, that they have like these certain clubs, lodges, or institutes that only members could get in. They don't care how much money you got. It's all based on, you know what I'm saying, what type of level of acumen you have. But they got that from the sun. You know what I'm saying? The Knights of the Round Table, where only the knights are permitted to sit at the table. That was a description of the sun. It was also a description of the zodiacs. The Knights of the Round Table symbolizes the zodiacs. Zodiacs that sits around the sun. You know what I'm saying? But to get to the sun, you got to be a soul. Ain't no spirits going to the damn sun. Hell to the no. You got to be vibrating on a frequency that the sun would permit you to get up in there. And you go to the sun and you will see that it is a highly advanced You know, I got to be careful when I say these words, man, but I'm going to just use this to describe it. It's like a highly advanced holographic crystallized city. You know what I'm saying? Using that word holographic loosely, just to give you an example, so you could have like a idea on what the imagery looked like. A highly advanced crystallized city. When you go in the sun, it doesn't look like the surface. Don't think that the surface of the sun has to do with how the inside of the sun looks. No. When you're looking at the surface of the sun, just look at that as, or should I say, yeah, like the outskirts, like the corona and things like that of the sun. When you're looking at that, just look at that as an atmosphere like Earth. Like how they show you Earth got that blue hue around it. You know what I'm saying? But when you go inside Earth, it ain't like that. It's something like that with the sun. They have that highly advanced atmosphere that just beams a hell of a lot of energy, man. You know, it's mad energy to get up in there. You know, Earth pulls you in. But the sun, you ain't getting up in there. You will get rejected out, man. You ain't going up in. You're not even getting closely in range because it vibrates too high. You know what I'm saying? You try to go there. Let's say a spirit would try to go there. The vibration of the sun will be too high that if a spirit tried to go there, the particles of the spirit that makes up the spirit will get separated. It'll be symbolically destroyed, the spirit, because it's vibrating too high. That energy coming from the sun would shatter the bond of the particles that makes up the spirit. It will be all discombobulated. It will just be sent all over the damn place. You know what I'm saying? And it'll take that spirit a hell of a long time to reattach itself, if it would even be able to do that. You know what I mean? But for the souls now, when you go in there and you go past the ozone, I'm gonna use that as an example, the ozone layer, you know, the corona and all that, it doesn't look like that at the surface. It is a megalithic crystallized city. That's where the gods live, man. The gods is on the suns. But I didn't get into detail like that with him. I just told him I've been there as a crystal. He told me it's a ball of gas. Man, freak out of here, man. A little bam ball of gas, man. It's BS. You think scientists will spend billions of dollars to make a satellite to watch a ball of damn gas? You know what I'm saying? Really? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Even though they do use money to deceive the people, but trust, you gotta know how they playing the game, man. Hold on for a second, man. Let me see what's up with this climb, man. 1B. $529. Hold on for a second. I'm about to run up in the projects. My project stick. Damn, son. This project's over here, man. You know, cleverly militarized experiment, man. Yeah, I'm all the way on the other side, man. 529. 541. Damn. It's out here in New York, BK. You know, these cats, they think these projects define a certain level of manhood. They don't realize that people own this, man. There's families that own this projects right here that we live in, and they set the rules on how they want these people to live. So are you really living, or are you just following a certain type of order that was met? Keep people suppressed, man. You know, this is a dimension right here, man, that we in right now. Gotta put the codes in, man. Gotta hit the codes, you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta hit codes to get into dimensions, man. Don't think that this is just a intercom, what they call it. This is a science right here, man. They showing you that in order for you to access dimensions, you have to activate the codes. Same thing with the blood. In order for you to get into dimensions, you have to activate the codes in the blood, the helix. So if they deactivate the codes, they deactivate you to access dimensions. You know what I mean? The doorway symbolizes the vagina. You know what I mean? The semen is a series of codes. It's a series of codes that when it interacts with the decipherer, that's what I would call the female's, you know what I'm saying, the female's body, her whole body is designed to decipher the codes of the semen and, for lack of a better term, create the body. When you're looking at semen, you're looking at the blueprint of the vessel. That's the design that's encoded in those cells for the vessel, you know what I'm saying? For lack of a better term, just using that word create so people can understand, have a better idea. But it's deeper than the creation. But you're looking at a series of codes that was encoded in the semen that has the blueprint design to create bodies. And when those bodies are created, the spirits or the souls, they now incorporate those bodies through the injection. You know what I mean? Straight up, through the injection. The orgasmic feel that you feel, that has like different descriptions to it. The orgasm that you feel. That could either be the soul or the spirit being channeled in. You know what I'm saying? The energy, the soul or the vessel being channeled in by way of you opening the vortex is being channeled in. Or hold on for a second. Yeah, the orgasm could be the soul or the spirit that's channeling in, that's being channeled in. You know what I'm saying? To occupy that vessel. But they would, you know, people are like, oh, it feels good. You gotta know that's energy that's being stripped. It's being stripped from you, or it's being channeled in. That's why certain orgasms vary. Like when you hit the strong orgasm, that could be like the soul being channeled in, or the spirit being channeled in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'll take longer for the channel to transpire. So that's why they will qualify as a long, hard orgasm or a hard nut. Or chicks be like, yo, make me come hard. You know what I'm saying? That has to do with the soul or the spirit that's taking more time than it normally would to transfer in by way of the orgasm. Transfer in the orgasm through the orgasm into the vessel. You know what I'm saying? But that's semen. Semen is the codes, man. It's the codes. It's the code. It's the code for this design right here. I'm just giving you an example. The body, the head, the arms, the legs, everything, the body. That's all coded within the semen. That's the codes that you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? And then the energy, you know, the energy is already here. It just gets channeled in. Having sex is sort of like a summoning ritual. And I use that term loosely so people could just understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because the God rays don't summon. Only the humans summon, because you only summon spirits. You know what I mean? But yeah. But yeah, man, you know, up in the projects, hold on for a second, man. Base, nobody answered. I rang the bell a few times, nobody answered. Yeah, the projects. You gotta know that the projects has rules that certain people gotta follow, just like Brooklyn has rules. All these different cities have different rules that you gotta follow. But you gotta know that these rules are made by the families who own it. You know what I'm saying? They made by the families who own it. They create situations to keep you or keep us in the matrix, meaning to be trapped in the realm of forged light, us not being able to think our way or think on what's really happening. Can't think our way out or think on what's really happening. That's when we're in the realm of force. Like the people who make the rules, they don't follow the rules. And when I say that, I don't mean that they are people who don't have obedience. Most people might take it that way. Well, they don't follow the rules, so they lawless. No. They follow higher laws. They just give you rules that's set on base, or should I say the rules that they give us is just a series of codes that keep us trapped. Keep our genes deactivated. Keep our ascension deactivated. Keep us from accessing higher realms. That's the regular structure that they have set up. The structure that they have set up serves as daily programs to keep us from ascending. It's not to have us govern as how you think. Like they would say, be a productive citizen. And the only reason why they call it citizenship is because we're on a ship. You know what I'm saying? What's the ship? Land. Land is a ship. That's what an island is. An island is a ship. You know what I'm saying? I done broke down past videos that the earth is a ship, but that's more on a higher level. But on a lower level, land is ships because they are surrounded by water. Isn't boats and ships surrounded by water and they float? You know what I'm saying? So when they tell you, well, you got citizenship to be here, they're basically saying that you are seated on the ship, which is the land, which is a servant to serve whoever owns the land. Whoever owns the land is the captain of the ship. And we, the citizens, are servants of that ship or servants of that captain. But that all goes into the maritime admiralty law. And all, they will just tell you that islands is surrounded by water. All this land mass is surrounded by water. You have little boats, little islands, and you got big boats, continents, like Africa. What they call Africa. That's a big ass yacht compared to a damn tugboat like Hawaii. You know what I mean? Just gotta know how to break these things down, man. Damn, cuz that ginger boy. But yeah, man. Oh, let me see if you got any more questions, man. You got sound like Bobby Hemmett. Hit me some questions. The key here is, yo, shout out to the God Bobby Hemmett, man. Word up, B. Shout out to the God Bobby Hemmett, man. What's up with Bobby Hemmett, B? The key here is, see what I'm saying? It's the God right there, Bobby Hemmett. Shout out to the God Bobby Hemmett. Shout out to the God Philip Valentine. Shout out to the goddess Jewel Pukram. Shout out to everybody that's trying to raise the intelligence, raise the codes, man. The God race. dude talking about God, an animal. Think I have a lot of nine. Gods and the animals ain't got nothing alike, man. You gotta know that the animals came from God. They are a creation of God. You know what I'm saying? Most people will be like, well, the animals have somewhat similarities to us, so therefore we came from animals. No, you gotta know that that's a blueprint design that came from us. That's a design of a body. God is the template of a body. So therefore, all bodies that come from that template gonna have similarities, because God is the original template. So therefore, all the designs that come after that is gonna be similar, straight up. What you're looking at is a whole bunch of copies. Looking at a whole bunch of copies, man. This is this is the Matrix, man. The Matrix is Earth, forged light. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Yeah, but he on the wagon now. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And I know he watching. I ain't tripping off that, man. It ain't about that, man. Nah, man. It ain't about that. Spread the more freaking word, man. You know what I'm saying? People sending me things, sending me some links, putting me on. Switching up the language now. It's all good, man. Ain't nothing, man. Go to those dimensions and find out. Y'all can go to those dimensions and find out yourself, man. Straight up, man. Go there. You ain't got to be afraid, cuz. Go to the damn sun. Souls are only allowed. Go there. Go there. Go there. I urge y'all to go there. Come up out your body and go to the sun. Straight up. And when you go there, you will see what I saw. Go past that motherfucking, that damn ozone layer, that highly advanced heat. You know what I'm saying? Because not everything could go to the sun. Like, you see how you got Earth, you know that the sky, what they call the sky, the ozone layer, that's a weak energy field. You know what I'm saying? That's a weak energy field. When you compare it to the sun, it's a weak energy field. So anything could go past a weak energy field. A whole bunch of low frequency beings could go through that field. Why you think it got so much low energy creatures on this planet? Any and anything could come up in this mother dudder. But the sun now, that high energy field, man, listen, bruh. Nobody getting up in there like that, son. You gonna get screamed before you come up in there, son. You gonna get screamed. Like, yo, hold up, bro. Who you, bro? Who sent you, bro? What's your credentials, bro? Nah, get up on the wall, son. Yo, pat him down, fam. Pat him down. You're gonna have they're gonna have the solar gun to your head while we patting your ass down. Nah, son, you ain't part of this family, son. You ain't part of the Council of Light. Get your spirit ass up out of here before I separate your molecules. You better take your ass back down to Earth before I separate your goddamn molecules. Straight up. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Y'all already know what it is. I'm about to go pick up this client. I'm telling Bobby, hit me with some questions, man. Hit me with some questions. Somebody, son, I gotta find that email, man. Somebody sent me an email. Yo, it was a long email too. In regards, it was like a dream. You got to know that dreams, I mean, there's a lot of things to do with these dreams, man. A lot of the dreams that we be having is subconscious programs, man. They program us by way of, you know what I'm saying, watching movies. They have like subliminal messages, meaning that they have sub messages on a subliminal deeper level that you won't see at the foreground. It will mostly be encoded in the background. Like they have secret encrypted messages in movies. You know what I'm saying? Like say they will have a painting on a say you watching a movie and on a wall they got a painting of a painting of a horse. You know what I'm saying? But within the painting of the horse, they have like words that's written in the design, but you wouldn't see it. When you're looking at the horse, you would just think it's a regular horse, a regular painting of a horse. But when you magnify the painting with like a magnifying glass, or you zoom in and you look, you would see that it's cleverly words written within the design of how the horse is painted, but you would never guess it. That's the subliminal messages that they put in movies. So you could think that you're looking at objects, you could think you're looking at a car, you could think you're looking at paintings, but when you analyze it down to a T, you will see that they have encrypted words in it. Now, you might not pick that up consciously, meaning when you're looking at it, you might not be conscious of it, but your pineal gland picks it up. But because they broke, or should I say they limited the communication from the pineal gland to the brain, and that has to do with them decreasing the energy, you know, with the extracting the minerals out of the water and the food to give you nutrients, proteins, and vitamins and all that other BS. They prohibit the pineal gland from sending that to the conscious mind. Conscious just basically means that you are aware of it, because the pineal gland picks it up. You know what I'm saying? It calculates everything and then it sends it up to the conscious mind, so you could be like, oh, okay, that's what I'm looking at right now. That's why you understand things. Like when certain people is explaining things to you, you ever notice there's a time when you don't get it, but then when you do get it, you feel like this mild surge of energy go through your body? I know I'm not the only one who experienced this. When you don't understand something, it's like, huh? But then when you get it, you get this energy that's burst through your body. You feel it. Feel it in your head, and then it goes through the body. You're like, oh, okay, I get it now. That's the pineal gland shooting the energy to the conscious mind. Because the pineal gland knows all. It knows everything. You know what I'm saying? But because we have been trained. Man, this road is noisy as hell. Hold on for a second. Get off this road, man. Damn dirt road we on. But because the pineal gland has been trained, I mean, not the pineal gland, but because we have been trained to view things as the brain doing everything, we only focus on the brain, which is the only, which all has to do with the consciousness. The brain has to do with consciousness, but they reprogram the consciousness by way of telling you what things are. When they tell you what things are, you are never going to analyze what you're looking at. And the analytical part of you happens from the pineal gland. The pineal gland is what analyzes everything. So if they underpower the pineal gland, you know, they call it calcified. It ain't calcified, underpowered. But if they underpower the pineal gland now you just trapped in a realm of consciousness. You're not even analyzing the realm that you're in. Well, I know I'm here, but I don't know how I got here. How did I get here? Well, you started in Africa. Okay, I started in Africa. I was a slave. Damn, I was a slave? God damn. You know what I'm saying? So you was a slave. You came from monkeys. You know what I'm saying? All this other crap. But you ain't analyzing it. You just accepting it. Why? Because you know most people don't even know the pineal gland exists. And the people who do know the pineal gland, some people that do know the pineal gland exists, they don't even understand how it works. Because they think they figure things out with the brain. You don't figure nothing out with the brain. The brain deals with the consciousness. Stores certain memories and data and things like that. But the pineal gland is what analyzes everything. Critically analyze everything. So if they shut off the ability for you to communicate with the pineal gland, because that's all you're doing, you're using the networks that's in the body as mediums for you to communicate. The pineal gland communicates with the brain communicates with the pineal gland. It's all a network. So now they telling you a whole bunch of lies and you just accepting it. You're not even thinking. But when you begin to think, that's when your pineal gland is online, and now you supersede the consciousness. Now you are aware, but now you know why you're aware. You know exactly what's happening. You're no longer in the realm of belief. Now I know what's going on. Oh, okay, damn. So now I know this. Now you outside the realm of consciousness. When you supersede consciousness, you become the overseer. You know how they show you the overseer has the ability to see things from. They would show you like somebody looking down on something, like they would be high up in the clouds and they looking down at something. That's how they would give you a description of the overseer. That's another conscious program. Because they're giving you that the overseer is somebody up in the damn sky. No, the overseer is you vibrating on a higher mental wave, man. Meaning that you have the ability to supersede consciousness. Because the way how they're using consciousness now is a prison to keep your brain locked in. You don't even access the mind. And I use that word mind loosely because they got the word men in it. And the men is the moon, all deal with the ego and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So the pineal gland is something that is something that needs to be focused on. Instead of you focusing on the brain, focus on the pineal gland. Take that energy up off the brain, because the brain ain't supposed to be figuring things out on that level. The pineal gland is supposed to be doing that. And then it sends it up. And that's why when you get things, you feel the charge, because that's the pineal gland shooting the energy up, shooting that vibration up. Yo, I'm down here. This is what it is. Catch it. Catch the signal. Damn, he's not catching the signal because he's not focusing on the pineal gland. They ain't gonna catch the signal if they ain't focusing on the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then the pineal gland is just shoot it up there, and you be like, oh, okay, I get it now. And you always feel that energy charge. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you gotta focus on the pineal gland. Focus and gaze at the sun. I keep telling y'all, gaze at the sun. The sun charges the pineal gland. Pineal gland needs power. We have been declining the power of the feed of the pineal gland. Haven't been feeding right. It has been eating all this fake food, gazing at lunar light, electricity, TVs and things like that. It needs high frequency light because it is a high frequency gland. Your pineal gland is a high frequency gland. It's not a low frequency gland. It's high frequency, so therefore it needs high frequency codes, light codes. Gaze at it and you will begin to charge it up. I'm telling you, man, it ain't gonna take long, man. You gaze 30 seconds, you might not be able to do it for a long period of time. Start off with 5 seconds. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. Keep gazing. Every little chance you get, just do it. Even if it's for only 5 or 10 seconds, just do it. Do it. Because the more you do that, the more you're going to increase your vibration, and then you're going to be able to decipher the matrix. Don't worry about not knowing, because ignorance has to do with someone who's vibrating on a low energy output. As I stated before, when you vibrate low, that's how you forget. People who forget vibrate low. When you vibrate high, you can remember everything because all of the energy signatures is floating out here. All of the answers is already here. It's floating around in the damn atmosphere. And how do you pick it up? Just by asking the damn question. When you ask the question, that's like you fine tuning your radio. Say if I want to find Hot 90s, Hot 97 is a radio station. Let me say 105.1. Shout out to the copmymusic.team. Shout out to copmymusic.com CMM staff. 105.1. Say if I want to find 105.1. You know what I'm saying? I would take the dial and I would turn it to 105.1. Me turning the dial to 105.1 is the same equivalent as me thinking about it. It ain't difficult. It's the same equivalent to me thinking about it. So when you charge, but you got to know, in order for you to grab the signals out of the air, you need power. If this car was off, or let's just say it's not even off. Let's say that the battery, you know what I'm saying, we're looking at with the battery. Let's look at the battery meter right here. Let's look at the battery. Let's say the battery meter was all the way here by the L. Let's say the battery meter was all the way by there by the L. And then I turn the radio on and try to turn it on. You already know what's going to happen. It ain't going to function. Why? Because there's not enough power to pull in the signal. But the program is already in the radio to pick up the radio stations. It was designed to pick up the radio stations, but because it doesn't have enough power to pick up the radio stations, you will get a dim light and things coming through the speaker all chopped and screwed, and then it'll go off. That's the same thing with you. The signals is already here. How do you know that? Because it has already been created. When things are created, the answer is already within the creation. It's floating around in the damn atmosphere. It was a thought that went into creating it, and the thoughts always exist because the thoughts is the blueprint on how the design was put together. So when you gaze at the sun, you increase the energy of the pineal gland, and now when you got that energy, aka power, just like the battery I was showing you right here, now when you ask the question, the answer will come to you. Because when you asking or thinking about the question, you're actually scanning. That's what you're actually doing. Your brain is scanning. You do that with the skeleton, the advanced antenna. It scans. When you asking or thinking about something, replace that word thinking with scanning. You're now scanning the area. Instead of thinking about thinking, just think about scanning. Scanning. Don't think about thinking how they trained us to think into the brain. No, think outside the brain. Scan. But like, I know the answer's there. Let me scan. And then the pineal gland would pick it up based upon the power, and then it will shoot it to the brain. Oh, okay, that's what that. Oh, damn, that make mad sense, yo. That's what it is. But it all has to do with the power. You need the power. Gaze at the sun. Gaze at the sun. The sun recharges you, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight avocado. Yo, I'm up out of here, man. Go get this clock.